YouTube, all my subscribers, 45 of you, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that number will grow as long as I keep putting out content. But yo, man, I've been away for like a year. Didn't upload anything. I uploaded some remix of Katy Perry's Dark Horse. I thought it was alright. It was my first remix actually that I've ever done. I've never done a remix before like that. So I thought it was good. I didn't get no dislikes on it, so I'm cool with that. It seemed like whoever did listen to it, they liked it. But Nick Bled is back making this video to show anybody else. Nick Bled make beats, and he's got his own sound and his own style, and you know what I mean. And if you like him, come holla at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit, man. I've been doing it for a long time, man. I've always been in tune with music. Like, that's just my shit. Like, that's how I release my emotions, man. I put my emotions on the track early on when I first started. I started out on the PlayStation 1 with this program called the MTV Music Generator. Yeah, PlayStation had a fucking music making program, beat making program, like from MTV. It was crazy. It actually dope, and that's how I started on software. I used to make beats with my mouth my whole life though, man. Shit, man, playing with Army Men and G.I. Joe, man. You making all them sounds with your mouth and cars. That's how I started, you know what I mean? And then just progressing to making beats and sounds with my mouth, and then I went to software, and I started putting what was in my head on the software as best as I could, and I made some dope shit off of PlayStation. I mean, a few years after that, I put my man put me on to FL Studio. He gave me a crack version. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a crack version. I never used it though for like mad years because I actually stopped just making beats at one point. You know what I mean? I just stopped. After like a few years, you know what I mean? And I just knew I was just like, I wanted to like do this a little bit more seriously, more consistently. You know what I mean? And then after that, I spent some time working. I was still off and on it because I was partying, man. Like, that's my thing, man. I be partying, man. And I was making music, but I was partying so much, man. And then, it was always just a hobby more so than anything. And then now, I had a kid like 2 years ago. My son is like 2 now, and that really like I had the environment before and didn't take advantage of it, and now it's like I don't have the environment to make beats all the time. That's a good situation anyway because I love my son. But I'm just setting up my thing right here real quick. Let's save this track like that. But I got beats for days, man. I mean, I've even deleted so many beats. Like, I've had more beats. This is the R&B folder. So, I got folders here. I got these beats that you see, like, in the producer joint. They all, like, just more of the newer beats that I made on the fly, just put something down, and then that was it, So, but we're going to pull up this J Fly beat right here. I made this for a dude, saying on my Facebook, he cool, everything like that. He was just asking me, basically he was just letting me know, like, yo, I'll pay you to teach me how to make beats, and I'll pay you for your beats if I like them. And I'm like, oh, that's inspiring, because that's good to hear. Any beat producer wants to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I was inspired because he want to make beats. So since we talked till now that I'm uploading, it's been about 2 weeks. And like I said, I'm in a situation where I don't have that environment where I could just sit somewhere and just make a beat and smash it out in one night. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in that environment. You know what I'm saying? So I have to do my shit in bits and pieces, man. And it makes it hard, but I kind of got used to it by now. So 2 weeks later, I got a little sneak peek of the type of song I was making for this dude, and it's about a minute. Shit is about a minute and like, let me see, yeah, about a minute 10 seconds long. You know what I mean? In a way, like, and I kind of actually do all my beats like that. Actually, like, I'll make them like a verse and a chorus, or like an intro, verse, then chorus, and then I'll just kind of like loop certain parts of it, or switch out certain things, or add little elements in between to make it a song. So, for instance, like, I'll select this tool right here, and then I'll select, like, let's see, I'll select the little verse part. I'm not gonna select that part, but I'll select this part. You know what I mean? Right here. And then I'll be like, okay, I like that. I hold shift. I'll drag that shit over to the end. And then I'll like do that, right? So this is the intro right here. This is where the beat drops, and then, more verse. But this right here is like this right here is more like the chorus part, where the chorus start, which is right here. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, like, it's kind of a longer chorus than normal. But it depends, like, maybe this could break down from this part being the chorus to this part, go back to a verse where you just hear more of the rapper's voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you do beats, man, is really up to you, man. So what kind of sound you really trying to produce? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this joint, right, and then let y'all hear it, and then you let me know, what you think about it and whatever like that. It ain't gonna really matter, because I know what I do. If I put in the effort, man, I do my shit, and that shit is right. You know what I'm saying? So I put some effort into this, and if I was to make this a song, I would definitely add some more stuff to it. I would add a few elements, and it doesn't have to be necessarily more sounds, because I think, in my opinion, it hasn't enough sounds. But some songs require more, some songs require less sounds, so it depends. It's just really up to what you're trying to achieve in your music. Don't get caught up in the fucking, and all the hoopla, what you supposed to do and what you can't do type shit. Just do what sounds good to you, man. That's really important. That keeps you creative and not keep you in a box, man. So I'm gonna play this track from the beginning, and you guys let me know what's up. All right. So, you know what I mean? You can see, like, how I made that, and how I just kind of just even added another, I think, 16 bars to that. No, wait, is it? Sorry, 8 bars to that quick. You know, so you could turn around and make a minute, 10-second song into a 3-minute song in no time, 4-minute song in no time. You know, I just took a piece of what I already had. I mean, really, if you're gonna make this into a song for an artist, you know, you're gonna really, you know, you could do the same thing, but you want to add slightly different elements to the track as you go along. You know what I mean? So you take this whole verse from head to head, which is this verse, and you could paste that, but here and there, maybe you want to change the drums with your hair. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to change that end drum here. You could change the percussions here. You know what I mean? Like, you want to just switch it up. You could change the melody here. You know what I mean? And switch it up, like, oh, this one. So you could just do whatever you want to do when it comes to music, man. Just switch it up and make it different as you go along. Like I said, this is a snippet for YouTube. I didn't want to really put nothing crazy out there, you know, show my potential, but I just don't want to put nothing crazy out there right now because, like I said before in the conversation, you know, there's a lot of copiers out there, man. There's a lot of dudes, you know, copying beats, man, and you know, I don't want to like have people copying my shit, man. You know, it's easy because there's certain fundamentals to music that makes people who are knowledgeable to music know how to copy anything that's played out there. Like, you know, so it's really almost impossible to try to code your music in a way where people can't copy it. You know, because people will figure it out because we all use the same tools to make the same shit. You know, so just know that you'll come out and you'll hit hard, and then a month later you'll have dudes creating your tracks, and you'll be like, yo, did you rob that from me? No, they just took your sound and copied it. That's what happens. You know, I've seen it. There's times when I actually heard beats that kind of sound like some of my shit on the radio. And I'm not saying like dudes, because, you know, like I said, I was making it for a hobby, but it was like where my mind frame was. I was like ahead of the game by 5 years. So 5 years later, when I made a beat, I heard it on the radio, like, oh man, that sounds like some shit I made a while back. You know what I mean? But I just didn't put it out there like that. So it's important, man, when you make something, man, just put it out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Get it out there, and you're gonna blow up. As long as you making something different, you'll blow up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's that beat for Jay Fly right there, so he can know like what kind of hip hop I make. That's typically some shit that I make like that. But I kind of like make beats on the fly too, man. Like when I initially turn on FL Studio and I start from like a blank slate like this, I go to new and I just start fresh, man, like this. Like I can come up with any type of genre. I'm like I don't come up with something in my head like anymore, especially like now that I'm not really doing music for emotional purposes like I used to. You know what I mean? Which usually made my music kind of dark sounding, you know what I'm saying? Like, used to make my music kind of like angry and shit. Some niggas like that, but sometimes when you dealing with people, man, they don't want to hear that angry shit all the time. So, you know, now a lot of my music is not about that. It's just about me trying to make something that's nice and popping and whatever like that, and, you know, make something that people would want to bounce to or dance to or whatever like that. So, but you know, this is Nick Bled, man. You know, I just wanted to upload something. It's been a minute. Hope y'all like it. You know, if you got any questions about anything I did in any of these specific tracks, let me know and I'll explain it to you. You know, just comment on it and I'll explain it to you. I'll try to respond and I'll come out with a new video about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hope you enjoy. So, peace out, and one love to Nick Bled Productions, baby. All right, one.